Spreaker.com and the Spreaker app. You guys make sure you download that. It's Spreaker. Also, we're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr at Sports Kings Live. And the email address to the show, sportskingslive@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Big Mike.
Yep, and this is RC, Rod Calloway.
First of all, we'd like to thank everybody for being down with the Kings and for supporting Sports Kings Live.
Your listens, downloads, likes, and follows have allowed this show to grow by leaps and bounds in just a few months.
Now, if you have a product or a business and you'd like to promote it on this show,
it's simple. Just email us at sportskingslive@gmail.com. And once again, thank you for being down with the Kings.
Got no room.
Let's go! Yeah! Turn up! Turn up!
Yeah, the turn up is right here in my crib. The old lady's gone for the weekend. I don't know if she's going to be gone for the whole weekend. I think just a couple of days because she got to get back and take care of some business as well. But, you know, a couple days at the crib, chilling. I ain't even bathed today. Not proud of myself, but I didn't. So what? This is Sports Kings Live. I'm Big Mike. Rob Calloway's here with me. We're on Spreaker.com and the Spreaker app. Make sure you guys download that. Search Sports Kings Live. Then follow us and then join the conversation via the live chat room every Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. And make sure you spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr at Sports Kings Live. And our email address is sportskingslive@gmail.com. All right. So we got you guys all updated on this whole free agency frenzy and all this money. $1.4 billion allocated by NBA teams to prospective free agents. It's got the NFL guys kind of salty and green about it. We'll have that conversation here in just a second. But here now, I want to make sure we get on this day out of the way. And then I want to talk about the concept of being a free agent destination as far as the NBA is concerned. And in particular, I'm talking to the Atlanta Hawks fans and the people that are right here in my fair city of Atlanta. And I want to add some things to the conversation, the slight conversation we had yesterday about the re-signing of Paul Millsap. But first, we take a look back. We call it On This Day.
And now, the Sports Kings take a look back. On this day.
Okay, Rob, not many today, so we'll go ahead and get through it. On this day in 1903, Ed Delahanty of Washington died from a fall from a railroad bridge at Niagara Falls. Yeah, that's a terrible way to go. Like, what's the worst way to die? Okay, I'll answer my own question then. I would say the worst way to die is probably fire, dude. But you know what a lot of people don't know? That like burning up in a fire, you usually, because the fire takes all the oxygen from around you, it usually suffocates you. You don't really die from being burnt to death. You're really, I think you're dead before you actually burn, is from what I'm hearing. Kids, don't try it at home. All right. On this day in 1941, Joe DiMaggio, he got a hit in his 45th consecutive game. On this day in 1994, we skip all the way from 1941 to 1994. Colombian soccer player Andres Escobar was shot to death in Medellin. 10 days earlier, he had accidentally scored a goal against his own team in World Cup competition. Oh, sweet
deja vu.
Irony and deja vu. Yeah. The foolery that happened behind this type of thing today will be discussed on this show. Thanks for joining us, Rob. I was calling your name earlier, but didn't get a response.
I didn't hear you, buddy.
On this day
right here.
in 1996, in 1995, before we get to 1996. Hideo Nomo became the first Japanese player to be selected for a Major League Baseball All-Star game, which, if I'm not mistaken, here in the next couple of days or so, the All-Star reserves for the Fall Classic in Cincinnati, Ohio will be announced. I think on ESPN. Maybe they're doing it right now. No, someday this week. As you can tell, and as you probably know if you listen to the show, I don't pay attention a lot to baseball. I catch things kind of through the ether. On this day in 1996, Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, became the third youngest player to be selected to the American League All-Star game. Dwight Gooden, the Doc, Ken Griffey Jr., were the two younger than Rodriguez. On this day in 2002, a record 62 home runs were hit in 16 Major League Baseball games. Damn. On this day in 2005, somebody that we talked about yesterday a little bit, Venus Williams, she captured the Wimbledon crown for the third time in her career, knocking off world number one Lindsay Davenport in a 3-set final at the All England Club. On this day in 2008, the Seattle Supersonics, this is my last one, Seattle Supersonics and the city of Seattle reached a settlement in their Key Arena lease dispute. They were allowed to move to Oklahoma City. So for you kids out there, that is where the Oklahoma City Thunder came from. You can thank Uncle Mike for that little bit of knowledge today. Okay.
Yeah, they sure did.
Okay, so all the movement yesterday in NBA free agency, and something caught my eye, and then I heard the discussion happening a lot today, and I made sure I turned away from it because I didn't want to hear anybody discussing it, and I didn't want my thoughts being filtered through someone else's perspective. But the concept of a destination city, and it's been something that's been a hot topic, if you will, here in the city of Atlanta. Each and every off season comes and goes, and everyone here seems to clamor for that big name. And we had a little fun with it yesterday. Some people at the old shop doing the same thing. And I know what they're doing because that's what that whole deal is about, pandering to fans. Like, look at what's happening. No, Atlanta's not getting any big name. Who the hell is Thiago Splitter? And all this foolishness. Yeah, cool, whatever. But I want to talk to you guys for real. And then point out what's happening now. And it's something that I've mentioned for years now to people here. And no one wanted to listen. And I always use the same example. Because people would always say, yeah, of course, New York, L.A., who doesn't want to play there? These big media markets, you get your stuff pubbed. You understand how rich these people are?
Yeah, we see now, though.
The number one endorsement getter in the NFL has been for years, Peyton Manning. He played most of his career in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yeah.
Not New York, not L.A., which there is no NFL team there, by the way. And the league seems to be doing just fine. Pretty damn good. Because you know why? Wherever I'm at in the United States of America, Dwayne Wade just got $20 million. He's going to get paid $20 million this year. You think that man can't charter a plane to go make $500,000 doing a commercial for somebody? Or doing a cameo in some movie? Yeah, the world is a lot smaller than someone in Patrick Ewing having to play in New York. Or someone needing to be in these big markets. So the whole concept of I don't understand why people don't come to Atlanta. Because it's the one thing that people always remove from the psyche of the new athlete. People think these guys don't want to win. They're all about money and flash. And man, we got all these strip clubs down here. You got a bunch of money, a bunch of fine women, good weather half the time. Why wouldn't you want to come here? Yeah. These dudes play basketball and have been for the majority of their lives. And a lot of them don't know what losing is. They've been the best player, in their AAU circles, high school, one of the best player, probably on one of the best teams when they got to college, and now they're in the pros. If you get drafted early in the pros, you know what that means? Some bad team just took you. If you get a chance in 4 or 5 years to go from that bad team to a good team, yeah, that's what I'm looking for now. See Kevin Love. Perfect example. See that. In Minnesota, this dude was a 2010 machine, and plenty of times it was 2020. You know what that man said? I can't win here. Before him, it was Kevin Garnett. And they tried. Him and Steph Marbury, Wally Zerbiak was in that joint. Then it was Sam Cassell, Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah.
They tried.
Yeah.
But damn it, it's Minnesota. Still and yet, it's Minnesota. I remember seeing Kevin Garnett at the All-Star game having and I can't find this footage anywhere. It may be on the internet now. I haven't looked in a while. But it was one of the most, it was weird and powerful at the same time. Like, I watched this dude talking to John Thompson, big John Thompson from Georgetown with that big, deep voice. And he's talking to John Thompson about winning and how important. And this man broke down to the point he was like, "Hey man, I ain't no punk coach. I ain't no punk coach, John."
I remember that.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, wow, this is uncomfortable and amazing at the same time.
You had me watch that. It is on YouTube.
Is it? I did?
Or somewhere.
Well, see,
Yeah, you had me watch that.
I don't realize sometimes the things that I do. But yeah. I remember, I think it was the All-Star game here in Atlanta, as a matter of fact. I think it was that one. And from that, it kind of is one of those things, those moments in time where you kind of reevaluate the way your perspective on things. You know what I mean? Because Kevin Garnett, they paid him $100 million when getting paid $100 million contract wasn't the cool thing to do. You feel me? Like now, somebody, like we talked the 5 for 90, that's like just a thing. But we're talking about, when was this, Rob? 98, 99? Kevin Garnett's got $100 million when they start calling the big ticket. $100 million. Yeah. And the one thing this dude is worrying about, I need to win. I remember Bill Russell telling this dude when he got to the Celtics, if you don't win one, I'll give you one of mine. I was like, well, that ain't going to really help, Bill, but I understand the gesture. That ain't going to help the fact that he lost. He's like, yeah, I got this ring, but it's from Bill Russell because he had 11. He didn't have another finger to put this one on, so he just like, here, kid, you take this one. So for my people.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. He did another sit down, same kind of thing during the NBA Finals with Bill Russell. And Bill Russell told that dude, if you don't win one in your career, I'll give you one of mine. I was like, oh. I mean, it's a cool gesture, and it's probably because.
But that's respect, though. No,
of course.
But that's respect. I mean, because the thing about Kevin Garnett is, and the reason, like to this day, like I mean, he's like when I think about Kevin Garnett, I hold him in the same regard that people hold Tim Duncan in. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a dude that we have seen put in work. You know, this boy, he was putting in work since he was a boy. You know what I'm saying? A man-child out there, a little stick figure out there on the court. But we saw this dude turn into a bona fide superstar. You know, and it was like, you know, for him to be in Minnesota as long as he was, like, I commend him. You know, I really commend him for even sticking that up. Because, you know, a lot of these cats today wouldn't have made it that long in Minnesota.
And quietly as kept, he did the LeBron before LeBron. Quietly as kept, yeah. That whole decision thing, it happened before, but no one cared. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. To go form a trio with two better players, or not two better players, two great players. It's been done before, but no one cared until it was the dude that you know definitively is better than you at everything. Like, there really is no critique for LeBron. You know, that whole, you don't have the killer instinct. Clutch gene. That's all mythical things that you heard another idiot say on a show on ESPN2. And now you feel like it's the gospel.
Not even ESPN1. You heard it on ESPN.
Yeah, Skip. Clutch gene. He wasn't born with it. Yeah. Find me the scientist that can point out to me what that is, douche. So yeah, and we already talked about the hostage situation. It's on my notes here about Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's like, what the hell? Y'all gonna still pay me? Cool. Because, I mean, he know Pop ain't gonna make him play, 35 minutes a game. Tim Duncan gonna get a cool 20-something minutes a game, barely practice, you know what I mean, and collect a check every week. Yeah, the NBA is not letting none of these dudes go without a damn fight. So Tim, you're thinking about retiring, huh? How about $5 million? Oh, God. All right. Okay, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this
Especially
point,
saying how he just lost money.
right?
Yeah, he
Because at this point, we know Kevin Garnett loves the game. We know Tim